Good morning and welcome aboard. Welcome to today's session of Trade Along Live with Saul. Saul's going to be joining us shortly. We have Don today. Don is a trading aficionado that has started trading before he met Saul, still trading after he met Saul. He took Saul's mentoring and his coursework, and he's been with us for quite a while, and we appreciate him. We're here trading days between 9 a.m. and 12 noon. If you want to join us, tradealonglive.com, tradealonglive.com. We're focused on the S&P 500 E-mini, looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades during the morning session. We prefer the morning session because of the momentum and follow-through. Saul sets the stage for the morning session in his own trading by setting levels, a discipline for the morning session. He sets a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. When he pops in right around the cash open here, we're coming up on 9:30. He'll give out this morning's levels. We'll go through the morning session together. Join us, tradealonglive.com. I'll also send out an opportunity for individuals to sign up. This is a subscription service, so it's nominal. It just gives us a way to separate the wheat from the chaff. So make sure you take the time to sign up. If you're not signed up, we just exit you. If you get exited, you can't come back unless we release you. Every once in a while, we do a mass release. So make sure that you're signed up and all set and ready to go. Nothing is free, especially anything good is not free. So make sure that you self-assess, make sure you're signed up, and make sure you're part of the family. Want to welcome Rose. Rose is now part of Saul's mentoring and his coursework. If you want to join that, let us know. She has the opportunity to learn in private session with Saul and then join him on a daily basis in this Trade Along Live session as a bonus. So this Trade Along Live session becomes a freebie and a bonus to her as she is learning from Saul. So I wanted to welcome her to Saul's course and his mentoring work. If you want to know more about if you want to know more about Saul's course and his mentoring work, go to tradealongtradingacademy.com. Tradealongtradingacademy.com. Thank you. Now I'll pass it off to Saul.
I guess you had your Wheaties this morning because, geez, take it easy. Relax. Our pivot this morning is 44.90. 44.90. Resistance above at 45 even. 09. 18 and 27, support below at 78, 70, 61, 52. Pivot 90, support 78, 70, 61, 52. Resistance on the upside at 45 even, 09, 18, and 27. All right, welcome to some of the new folks that are here. We are trading mini S&Ps, looking for opportunities to scalp the market. The volatility these days, we're probably looking about 2 or 3 points on our rotations there. Depending if we continue to downtick here a little bit, maybe a little bit more, but that's what we're looking for as far as profit targets are concerned. And Don, you're going to join me today because I have an appointment that I got to get to, and I'm going to have to take off very shortly here as the market opens up. Just give me 1 second.
I am here.
All right, Don, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Welcome, Rose. Rose is part of our group now. She's going to be working with us, and we'll see what the day brings. Again, every day is a new day. Every day has its own set of dynamics, set of different things to look at, and especially these days we have the yield curve as a big area of contention with the Fed and with how the market is looking at trading every day. So every day is going to be has its own set of different injection of fundamentals that are going to affect the market and everything like that. So stay focused. try to find different opportunities in the market. You don't have to rush as far as having to trade, and just kind of take one day at a time, one trade at a time, and then look for the next opportunity. That's what we do here on an everyday basis. We like to average about 4 to 5 trades a day. That's what we're trying to do here on an everyday basis. And if we can do that consistently and well, we can do okay on an everyday basis. All right. Again, if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to ask in the chat. I will obviously have to take off soon, but Don is more than qualified to answer any question you might have as the market downticks here. Continues to downtick here a little bit, coming off these highs. Again, the reason I think is the interest rates are definitely affecting the market. The extension or expansion, I should say, of the yield curve between the 2s and 10s is occurring as we speak. And that is why this market is kind of fell off a little bit here over the last hour or so, as the bonds, as you can see, once they opened up, continued to downtick. And just a little bit of a rally here. The look at the bond market you're looking at on our charts are the 30-year. Obviously, the 10s and the 30s, they're also close to inversion as well. Everything here is very, very bond market is very, very skittish, very, very nervous, and it is falling. Some of the nervousness is going to be felt in the bond market. I mean, in the equities for sure, as we come down here to 80 and pop back up here a little bit. Let's see here. See if there's any news coming out. 9 o'clock. There's wholesale inventories coming out, so keep that in mind. As the 10-year yield right now, probably a little bit higher, is trading at about 270. So that's not it's right up there with some of the best yields we've seen there in many a year. We'll see. Let's see if I can. All right. So we dipped down to 80 and change, came back up. We got a little support at 78. Again, if you want to make adjustments, you can, but you have to understand your risk tolerance and adjust those trades accordingly. All right. Yeah, I could read a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to, since I got to take off now. So Don.
Yes, sir.
I hand off the baton. You can handle it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Take
Have a
it
good
easy.
day.
You too.
Take care.
Thanks.
Good morning, all. Well, we are trading close to our 78. It is Friday. Yeah. I'm twiddling my thumbs right at the moment. First level down this morning is going to be down at 78. We'll see if it gets down there. See how it reacts off of it. All right. Well, we've creeped down to the 80 area. I'd like to see it pop back around 86, but I don't know if it's going to make it or not. And we're coming down into our 78 area now, hopefully. I personally like the 81. Yeah, I did, Philip. But, our level is 78. There's getting to be a little reaction at 81. Not much of one, but some. It's 80. Got to 79 and a quarter, and I'm sitting there at 79. All right, and we're coming in here. There's our 78. Just remember, keep your stops in. Our VIX this morning is up to 22. And we're back to the 78 area. You're going to have a choice of either thinning them down or scratching them or holding on to them or taking some profits. Just we're just kind of twiddling our thumbs now. Let's see. 73, 78. We got a little resistance at 78. Above 78, back around the 80 to 82 area. Yeah, we're coming back up to that 80. I'd like to see us get back above 81. But if you're still holding on to them, you got some decisions to make. What's it going to do? Just remember, today is Friday. And I don't really have a handle on what it's going to do yet. Right now, it looks like it's going to go down some more. But what it looks like and what it will do is two different things. Let's see. Our pivot this morning was 45.90. We've been up and down to that 78 for the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So all right, let's take it on back up to that 79.50 area. Let's see if it'll do that. Okay, next support level is going to be down at 70. Yeah. Well, if you took the 70, you're getting paid off real well. Let's go 79. It's not letting it go. We got back up to that 77 change and quit. Yep. I had the 78 and I didn't get out. And I had to take the 70. And I'm I can scratch the trade, but I see something in this trade going back to at least 79, almost 80. But that's what they call trading. It becomes a risk now, and so you got to just kind of twiddle your thumbs and make a decision. Round and round she goes. Anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm actually in the trade. There's, it's either gonna, as it stands right now, I like my load. I took the 78 off that I took the first round. I scratched it. And I'm still holding my other one. All right, let's see what we got here coming in here. And we've got a little resistance back up at the 81. If you got the 70s, you got paid off. Got us back to 78. I'm trying to hold my last one, but it sure is making it hard. Yeah, I'm out. I took the 78. That didn't get out. I also took the 70. Got back to 78. I scratched it. I scratched one of them. And I held the other one until it got bound back close to break even, and I got out it. So I didn't manage the money very well on that one. I don't see anything. And let's see, our next level down below 70 is going to be down at 61. This thing is just on one big wild ride. Let's see. Well, if you took the other side of the 70, you're getting paid off. Well, we get to see what's going to happen next. 5 minutes to the top of the hour. We'll see where it's going then. Let's see. I still have resistance back up there at the 80, 81 area. I'll tell you what, it's just I'm sitting here looking at these things saying, okay, at 70 should have yielded at least 73, 74. Go back up to the 73 area. Now we have to break 74. We break the 74, we should see the 78. There's nothing wrong with trading this stuff. It's just you just have to just either keep your stop in or take your profits, or you got some decisions to make. You don't have a real long time to make them. I am looking. I don't see much. That 74 was the first time I've seen we should go back to it. That was kind of encouraging. I mean, if you buy the 70s, you're going to have to run it on a really tight stop, because once we break like right there, this thing could take off to the bottom side pretty fast. So if you did buy the 70s, you're going to have to take some profits, or you're going to have to run a really tight stop. And odds are you're probably going to get stopped out as much as this thing's whipsawing. I'm looking for it to go back to 74, but it may not. But, about the 70s, My stop's at 69. My stop's at 70. I got 2 points in the trade. Now, I'll put 70 and a quarter in there, see if it makes it. I'm looking for 74. So nope, stopped out. But it didn't cost me nothing. Now watch it run to 74. There it is. Oh, well, that's the problem with running really close stops. I'll take a lot of those trades, and I don't really want to risk very much. I believe in the position, but it could go a long way the other way too. And, I could have taken a few points out of it. And I could have actually got back in again, or I could have moved that stop to a bigger stop. But you don't ever know what it's gonna do. Right now, we're trading to the downhill side. I would say above 74, next level should get back to the 78 area. But what it should do and what it will do is two different things. And so we got to trade it. We've got to have an area to get on board, and we have to know where we're going to be wrong. And so we went from 70 up to 76. That may be enough profit for some folks. But if you got more than one contract, I mean, hey, you made money on the trade, take some off. I thought we ought to get all the way to 79 a while ago, but let's see where we're going to have some little resistance back up there. We got some down here at 80, 81. Better at 90 to 91, 90, 92, somewhere in there. And a lot of this stuff is just, you got to have some patience. It's just, I know that when you're in a trade, it's real simple to jump in and jump out. All right. I'm going to run into a little hiccup here at that 78.50, I think. But if you did take the 70 and you held on, you're getting paid off well. Come on, 79. Get on up there. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Carl. I'm yes. Just give me a moment here. Let me get them typed in here. Okay, so if you'll look into the chat, I'm posting the levels back in there in case anyone came in late. Sorry, I should have already done that. I've just been kind of busy at the moment. Well, we've made it up to 80. Well, yeah, I guess we're going to come back down to that 75 range. Have a little support between 75 and 74, 73, somewhere in there. See what it's going to do with that 81. We got some resistance back up there at 89. '81 earlier should have gave us 86. Let's see. 82 to 84. Well, if you were able to hold on to that 70, you're doing well. That 75 is still in play down there. You know, I know it's there. I'm respectful of it. But I'd have to have a reason to get short to get down there to it. Bonds look like they're rallying a little bit. Coming back down to our 78. I don't like that. It just got close to that 75, didn't touch it. We should touched it. If they don't send it down there pretty quick, then it would be really a suspect area that there we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay, now next question is are we going back to test the low? We've got a little support down here at the 73 area. I mean, it was a quick bounce. We also should see back to the upside. Got a little back up here at the 79 area, but we're probably going to send it down before we send it back up. That's true, Philip. Yep, they tend to be over trading. That's for sure. Right now we don't have any levels. We've already went through our 78. We've hit our 70s. There has been some intermediate levels in there that's paid quick pops. But as it stands now, we're in a chop zone, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Let's see if we break 69. Where should we go? We get below 69, I could see us going to that 52, 53 area. I don't really have what am I trying to say? A goal every day. It's just, I'm just trading. Right now, I'm flat. We're coming back into that 70 again. Once we hit a level, the level then becomes null and void. So we've already taken the 70 once. Now, is it playable again? Sure, but it's the risk goes up the second time to it. I still like the 79 area to get back to. But even on the, I tell you what, even on these, sure, Anupam, on these tight levels, you really have to be careful. How's that? Saul is out today. I'm filling in the dead space. Good paperweight. Those of you that are new here, I am one of Saul's students. I don't work for Saul. I'm trading my own account. I'm in here like everybody else, just trying to make a nickel today and be able to come back again tomorrow. Well, we got the 78 and change. I thought we should have touched that 79 or 79 and a quarter, but it's good enough. For me, I see these areas that look, we're going back to these areas. Yeah, sure. Well, most of the time we do, but it's the times that we don't, and this market changes directions in a big way. You don't want to be sitting out there in a big drawdown. So in a lot of cases, if I'm scalping this thing, I'm long above 73. I'm here at 78. That's good enough. I'm looking for 79, 79.50, somewhere in there for it to get back to. I don't, at this point in time, I don't care. The trade was a good trade. I was in it 3 or 4 minutes. I'm down. And I'm not sitting here beating up on myself, figuring out, okay, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Because out of this same spot, I see 2 areas that we could go down to. One's back to the 69 and the other one's back up to the 82. So which one's it going to do? I have no idea. But I had a reason to take that trade. I was shooting for the 79. I was in it long at 73. 73 or a little above. My stop was at 70. I was risking 3 to make 8. There's a 79. There's a 79.50. So it did what it was supposed to do. I took profits in a very short period of time, and so I don't care. Now, next question is, are we going back to 82 or are we going back to 69? I have no idea yet. I don't have a reason to take it either way. We're still a little bit on the negative side until we get back above. Right now, I'd say we'd have to get back above 4,500. Make sure you want to be out any shorts in. That 81 is a big area. Let's see, above 81, where could we get to? Above 81, we could see 93. We also have some resistance up here at this 86 area. And that's where we should have got to this morning, and we didn't make it. We still didn't. We should have went back to 86.50 from that 81, and it didn't make it. But we did make it to 85 and backed off. So the answer to the question, are we going back to the 82? Is yes. Are we going to go back down to the 69? Don't know. Yep, it does, Tim. But we're below the blue band, below our pivot. We're trading back into this 78, this first level. So it's going to get choppy in here now. We're coming into 930. It's a lot of times it's really tough to trade. Dude, the fact is I can know where it's going and still lose money. As dumb as that sounds, either too anxious, jump in too early, not have a really good reason, not waiting, even when you're in an area. So, to me, there's two parts of this trading. One is it's just the setup. It's coming. We're at a level where we have a reason. We have everything. Then the next one is, okay, we put the trade on and we manage the money at that point. If you've been stopped out several times, it's kind of like this. We're coming back up to that 85, 86 area. And we're also coming up into the blue band. What was it? It'd be nice if the markets went in straight lines. It's either going up or it's going down. But it's going up, down, sideways, and then all of a sudden we get these big old moves. And we came up to that blue band area at 84. So you blue banders, if you took it, you're getting paid off. gonna have to get back above that 85 to see this thing kick off a little more, I think. And we still hadn't hit that 86 this morning. All right, there's our 86. See if we can get back up into the pivot this morning. Let's see, where are we going? Well, if you took the pivot, you're getting paid off. Guys, it's kind of bored right now. Or 70 worked good, or 78 gave you an option to get out. First run to the blue band worked good. Pivot trade worked okay. We've been doing this for about an hour. Let's see, we've had 1, 2, 3. We've had 4 trades. Unless you're like me and you've had more. There's been a lot of opportunities popping up here and there, and for quick scalps, price, price action plays. I was looking for this thing if we made it back above 81 to maybe make it to 93 area. We got to get past that 90 zone. I don't see anything to. Right now, I see back to the 90 area and back to the 84 area. Which one's it going to do? I have no idea. At the moment, it looks like it wants to run down to the 84, but I don't really have a place to get in, so the place would have been up there at the 90s. There's the 84. Back down to the blue band. So, and there's sometimes that just trades, you see them and they're okay, this thing can go either way. Well, unless you really had a reason to get into that trade or a good area to get into it. And the area was up there at the 90 level. And when it hit that 89.75 area, I already saw the 84 down there. So it's not like, okay, now this is hindsight. No, the trade that I'm looking at has already unfolded, and this gave you a spot to get in. Above 84, I'm looking to get back up into the 90 zone to 93. So I'm long, I'm short, I'm just bobbing along here. But I have reasons to do these things, and that's what the price action is telling me it's doing. Well, if you got in 84, 85, and we ran up to 88, you're in this trade 2 minutes and you're out. I'll be right back. Brad, if you need to talk, go ahead. Dean, did you have a question? I see you had your hand up there. If you do, just type it down in the chat. That's where I'll see it at. If it's private, just send it to the host and panelist. Other than it go, everyone sees it. Well, we're trading back down to the blue band again. That 81 should have sent us back to almost 85. We're there. If you were able to take that 81 and you're still holding it, you're doing well. I still like the 93 area, which we should see. But that 90 may stop it. We don't know. There's the 92. There's our 93. Let's see. 4,500 is going to be the next resistance level above. I've got some here at 95. $97, $98, 4,500. If you took the 4,500, you're getting paid off. It's quick. The 45 gave us 2 points in there. It's giving you time to either take some profits, lighten your load. This is where we are all different. That 01 should have worked out also. 01, 02. If you took the other side of the 4,500, you're also getting paid off. I mean, we're not making 8 or 10 points, but we can make money out of it. The trade came to fruition. Some of it better than others. It's just as hard as they pushed up, a little bit was better than not taking the trade. That area right there is just that 2 area is not giving us what I want. The next area is going to be up there at the 09. They're just not giving much of reaction off these levels to the upside, so they're pushing it pretty hard. It needs to touch that line. Just like that. Above 9, we're looking at 18. That 9 should have gave us a reaction. I had some at 12. If you're in at 9, you got some decisions to make up. If you're still holding them, it's going to give you a chance to scratch or get out with just a little bit of loss or make a profit. Nine should have gave us 7. I think if we can get below 650, we should see back to the 45. There's some support in there, 4501, 4502. You are able to hold on to your nines. At least they got it back to 5. Yeah, we're going to have to get below 450 there to they're going to yank it back up to the 9. Well, if you were holding the 5s, and sold the 5s and you sold the 9s, you made money on your 9s and you scratched on your 5s. It's kind of like if you sold the 5s, you almost had to sell the 9s. Well, guys, it's coming into 10:15. We have been all the way down to the 70s and all the way up to the 9s. And we've had several trading opportunities. Some of us might have got stopped out. Some of us stayed in the trades. Some of us had bigger stop areas. But if you're going to continue to trade today, keep your stops in. And just remember the day is Friday. They can send this thing wherever they want. You know, my thought process was, okay, if we get back below 07, we should see 01 to 02. Well, we got to 475 and it just stopped. Then it had to back all the way up to this 910 area. Oh, it can go either way. But, you know, we didn't know the 9's there. So if you want to sell the 9's, cover at 5, or sell the 9's, cover some at 5, and try and hold on to the 3's or but we're going to have to break this where it's at right now, 450. We need to get on down below that. A little more, right there. There we go. That's what we're looking for. There's our 3. Smart money says we should touch 2. Where it goes and what it's going to do is, it's just, I'm out of the trade, so I don't really care if it goes down there or not. But if you went from 9 to 4, you did okay. If you were able to get 3, that's even better. Price action still says that the 2 is the 1 to 2 area is not out of realm, but I don't have a place to get in. We should go down there and retest that 3, but am I willing to jump in right here? No. First of all, it's not very far. If I did, if you jumped in at the 6, you'd have to have an 8 out. But you're going to risk 2 to make 3, which is acceptable, I guess. Sometimes I risk 1 to make 1, so. But the probabilities of 3 are pretty high, and the 2 is pretty high. So if you risk 2 to make 4, that's not a bad probability. And there's 2, not quite. Well, I got down to 2 1/4. We should have touched the 2 and went past it. Okay, there's 2. And went past it. Okay. Now the next question is where do we go from here? Next level above the 9 is going to be our 18. I will repost the levels over in the chat in case anybody showed up that didn't get them. It is coming on 10:30. Europe's starting to shut down, so those people have to make up their mind what they want to do for the rest of the day or the weekend. Do they want to stay? They want to get out. This thing usually gyrates around between 10:15 and 10:45. Sol has a 27 up there. And I have a 25, 26, and 27. So just take your pick. Basically, we've been at this a couple of hours. We've had a bunch of different trades. Well, we've gone from 70 all the way up to 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 9, excuse me. Those are 5, 4 levels plus our pivot. So that's 5 spots. So we've had 5 or 6 trades today, easy. If you're running, trying to get away with 2-point stops, we're sitting at a 21 VIX right now. It's kind of hard. You're going to have a 3 or 4 point stop. And if you took the 5s and you had a 4-point stop, you got stopped out. If you took the 9s, you were able to hold on, and yes, you made money off 9s. That's the $54 question: is where do we run our stops? It just Saul would be the man to talk to on that, because the only way to get away with really tight stops is have good areas of entry. I mean, other than that, this market can gyrate. I knew that what it should do, once we went back up to the 9, we started the 9s, we got to the 4s, we bounced back up to about 7, almost 8, or right at 8. Then we came on down to that 2, 3 area. Now we're coming down in this 4,500. And let's see, question is 4,500 now going to act as support and send it back the other way? We don't know. But it is it a trade? Yeah, it's tradable. Where's your stop? Below that low. So if you took the 4,500, you could have made a point out of it. Matter of fact, I still think you can make another point out of it. I think we ought to go back up to 4150. I mean, 4550. There we go. I'm out. That was just a quick price action play. It showed its hand. I jumped on board, and I'm out. Now, where's it going to go from here? I have no idea. But that little short price action play I knew where it was going to go. The probabilities of getting there were pretty high and pretty quick. So guys, I'm going to step back. It's almost 10:30. I'm going to watch it at 10:30. I'll be in the background if anybody needs anything. Other than that, y'all have a good weekend. And just remember, if you're going to continue to trade, keep your stops in.
Hey, a couple of quick shout outs and programming notes. For those that are interested in signing up for this service, let me know and I'll send you out the discounted coupon, the discounted link. Hey, Dean, you had raised your hand. Just let me know if you got your questions answered. I think you probably did. So I'm just going to take down your hand. Just let me know back in chat. Don, thank you for everything. I don't know if you're going to be sticking around. Just let me know. Adrena, let me know if you're back. Hey, Anupam, how are you? Dean, Edward, Glenn, Leo, Marietta, did you sign up for Sol's Friends and Family? Just let me know back in chat. Ralph, how are you? Hey, Robert. Rose, Yara. Hey, Yara, I'm not sure what to do. You've been non-responsive. Let me know what you're thinking. You're on the list to be exited, and I didn't want you to be exited unless all was lost. So let us know if you're interested in sticking around. I'll send out for everybody the information about signing up at that special discount. Just send it out to everybody. Adriana, let me know if you got it. Marietta, Ralph, Yara. Use the chat feature to respond. TradeAlongLive.com, TradeAlongLive.com. This is an opportunity to trade along with a 25-year veteran trader from the trading pits in Chicago who is actively scalping for his own trading account. They set the table for the day. They set a discipline for the day, which is very popular. It's a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. So they are key levels in the S&P 500 E-mini. Those areas become the areas of interest. They are called levels and zones. There's a lot that goes on with trading. There's a lot that goes on based on this trade along. Ask and you shall understand, or we can work with you on a private level. There's an opportunity also to be taught by Sol. Sol takes a select group of traders under his wing. He teaches them his trading methodology and philosophy. He schools them in the art of setting his key proprietary scalping levels, and then the what to do at those levels, the entries, exits, and stops, so that you can develop your trading skill into the best trading skill you can be. That's the concept. And then we allow you to come in here as an continuous opportunity into this Trade Along Live session as a proving ground and an access point to Sol, your mentor, as you're applying your newfound trading skills. So there's a lot that goes on here, both publicly and privately. The first step is to sign up for this Trade Along Live service, and then we can have a private trading consultation. We can help you move along based on where you want to be in your trading. You have to make the first move and sign up and join us. TradeAlongLive.com is the access to join this webinar, this Zoom webinar. It's an easy sign up. You just drop in. You get an email on a daily basis to come back as a guest. And then we ask you to quickly roll over into a paid friends and family member of this Trade Along Live service. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing's to be taken as direct trading or investment advice. So let us know how we can help you. TradeAlongLive.com, TradeAlongLive.